Hello dear students, Modern Marketing, BCom, 5th semester, session 25, Product Mix. So now let us just recap. So whatever we have learned in session 24. So a product means all goods and services, it may be tangible or intangible, of any size, quality, color, packaging or price, which may be exchanged for money and accepted by the consumers to satisfy their needs and wants. So a product consists of a physical attribute, intangible attribute, associated attribute, exchange value, consumer satisfaction, business satisfaction. Product includes even services also. So these are some of the features of product. Coming to the importance of the product, it is very important, it is central and starting point of all the marketing activities and satisfy the needs of the consumers, business enterprises and the society at large. Product is the key to market success and will be used as a competitive weapon. In today's session, let us study about what is a product mix, the meaning and definition, the product mix structure, and the product mix strategies. Today, a few firms are content with marketing just one product, but most concerns, whether big or small, whether it is a manufacturing concern or a trading concern, generally deal with a multiple of products and product varieties. A firm produces a number of products so that the need of maximum number of consumers may be satisfied, maximum sales may be made, and maximum profits also can be earned. As the needs, wants, and tastes of all the consumers are different, they cannot be satisfied with a single product. Therefore, different products of different characteristics are offered to the different consumers so that the enterprise may capture a good share in the market. So what I mean is product mix. So product mix is a set of all the product lines and product items that a particular concern offered for sale to buyers. So, product item means it is a set of all the product lines that a particular concern offers for sale to the buyers. So, in other words, we can tell product mix is a full list of all the products and services which is offered for sale by a firm. For example, we can tell Godrej steel furnitures are there, in Godrej refrigerators, Godrej washing machines, Godrej typewriters, keys and locks, soaps and shaving creams, etc. So these are all the product mix of Godrej. Likewise, we can even tell the Tata's iron and steel products, the trucks and cars of Tata, the Tata locomotives, the Tata textiles, soaps, hair oils, etc. are all the product mix of Tata. So we can say that product mix is a collection of the products manufactured or distributed by a given concern. So there are two terms, that is product lines and product items. So we will see what it is one by one. So product item refers to a specific product of a certain specification. It means, take for example, HUL, Hindustan Unilever Limited's Peers is a bathing soap of the HUL product. So likewise, we have other products of HUL, like Dove is also one of the bathing soap of HUL. So that is the product item, a single item of a particular company or a particular brand. The product line is a group of different product items closely related with each other. Example, Apple's iPhone. So in Apple company you find different types of or the different categories of items, products like Apple iPhone or Apple charger, Apple adapter, Apple earphones, Apple pouch. So likewise it goes on. So the product lines are different. So according to William J. Stanton, he defines product mix as, quote, the product mix is a full list of all products offered for sale by a company, unquote. So here he tells that product mix comprises of the complete list of all the products, whether it may be of any different lines. So it comprises of all the list of products that a particular firm is offering for sale to the consumers. Next is the product mix structure. So product mix structure refers to the relationship between the product items and the product lines that form a given product mix and may be described in terms of 4 dimensions. So it may be width, length, depth and consistency of the product mix. So now let us study one by one in detail. So the width of the product mix refers to the number of product lines that are being produced by a company, or in simple words to tell, it refers to how many product lines a firm carries. So for example, the width of product mix of Bajaj Electricals includes number of product lines like bulbs, fluorescent tube lights, iron, mixers, toasters, pressure cookers, grinders and many other electrical appliances. So similarly, the width of Usha company includes 2 product lines, that is electrical fans and sewing machine. So these are two product lines, and the different product lines confine or comprise of the product width. Next is the length of the product mix. The length of the product mix refers to the total number of items in the product mix. An average length of product line can also be found out by dividing the total length of the length by the number of lines. So length of the product mix means all the items in the product mix will consist of the product length of the product length of the product mix. The next is the depth of the product mix. Depth of the product mix means how many varieties are offered in each product line. In other words, the depth refers to the assortment of sizes, colors, models, prices and quantities offered within each product line. The average depth of the product mix can also be found out by using certain formulas also. So depth of the product means how many varieties are offered in each product line. Like if take for example, if it is a Samsung mobile phone, so they have M series. So under M series they have variety of M series of Samsung. In Nokia you have N series. So likewise in each product line they are having variety of products. There may be some slight change in the size or color or models or prices. So likewise. The last is the consistency of the product mix. Consistency of product mix is a measure of how closely the various product lines are related to one another in terms of use, production, requirements, distribution channels, consumer behavior and other characteristics. For example, the product lines of Bajaj are consistent in so far as they are consumer goods that go through the same distribution channel. So now we can take the example of the Hindustan Unilever company's product mix structure. So the x-axis represents the depth and the y-axis represents the width of the product mix. So here on the left hand side we have product lines. So product line 1, product line 2, product line 3 and 4. So product line 1 offers variety of food and refreshments. Product line 2 represents all the product items of beauty and personal care. Product line 3 comprises of home care, and product line 4 comprises of the water purifier. So all these the product line 1, 2, 3, 4 totally comprise of the width of the product, whereas the product in each product line comprises of the depth of the product, that is, under food and refreshment you have Boost, Horlicks, Cornetto, Lipton, Brew. So these are all the different products offered in a single product line. So that comprises of the depth of the particular product. Next, let us study the product mix strategies. According to William J. Stanton, he suggested 6 different strategies of product mix. So first one is expansion of product mix, contraction of product mix, alteration of existing product mix, positioning the product, trading up and trading down, product differentiation and product segmentation. So these are 6 different product mix strategies suggested by William J. Stanton. So let us learn one by one. The first one is expansion of product mix. It means the expansion of the product mix either by increasing the number of product lines or increasing the number of product items in the product lines. The new lines may be related to or it may not be related to the existing product. For example, a large provision store may add new lines like a store is having new lines like drugs, cosmetics, etc. in the same line. Likewise, it can also add new products to the existing product line. So, it may be noted that the expansion of product mix by a firm is possible only if the firm has adequate finance, time, etc. So, an example is if it is a beauty or a cosmetic product. So, in case they were producing only with the creams and the powders and the compact powders and all. So now they may extend their product line to lipsticks, the BB cream, CC cream, mascara, eyeliners, like that, etc. Next is a contraction of product mix. Contraction of product mix means elimination of the whole or one or two product lines of products within a product line for which the demand has been declining. In short, it is a method by which a product line is thinned down. The objective of contraction of product mix is to eliminate low profit products and to get more profit from the fewer products. It may be noted that the contraction of product mix should not be effected immediately, it should be effected gradually. The best example is the Apple iPad. After the discovery of Apple iPhone, the Apple company has contracted the sales of the Apple iPad. Next is alteration of existing products. As an alternative to developing a completely new product, a firm can make small alterations or improvements in the existing product. Improving an established product will be more profitable and less risky than developing a completely new one. A firm has effect alterations in the design, color, size, texture, flavor or packaging or in the raw materials used. The example we can give is on the Apple. Apple iPhone is having various series of Apple iPhones. So where in each of the series they have made certain small improvements, alterations in the product. Next is positioning the product. Positioning the product means this method emphasizes the feature of the product that will prove attractive to the consumers. Or product position is the image that product projects in relation to competitive products and other products marketed by the company in question. In today's market, it is very difficult for a firm to keep a strong product position. The next is trading up and trading down. So, trading up means adding high priced and prestigious products to the existing low priced products with a view to increasing the sales of the existing low priced products. So, it may be noted that it is practicable only when the firm has already earned a reputation for his lower quality goods. It may also be noted that in the initial stages, a firm has to depend largely on the low priced goods, and in later stages it can concentrate on high priced goods. Then what is trading down? So trading down is just opposite of trading up. So here they are adding low priced products to the existing higher priced prestigious product with the hope that the people who couldn't buy high priced old products can now go in for the low priced new products, because the new products carry with them the goodwill and the popularity of the high priced prestigious products. So this type of trading up and trading down activities of the firm is not always beneficial to the firm, because the consumers may be confused about the new products, whether it is high priced or whether it is low priced, and their sales also may be likely to be adversely affected since it is done at the expense of the existing products. So it may be noted that a firm may turn such a situation by using a different brand altogether, different channels of distribution, different promotional programs, and different product designs. The last is the product differentiation and market segmentation. Product differentiation and product segmentation are related strategies often employed by the firms which wish to engage in non-price competition in markets which are imperfect or monopolistic. So product differentiation is a technique employed by a firm to make its product or brand appear different from the competing products or brands. So this strategy enables the firm to free itself from price competition so that it may compete on non-price basis, that is by appealing that its product is different from and better than the competitors' models. The differentiation may be done in quality, design, brand, or packaging. This strategy is often employed by companies selling reasonably standardized products like soaps, cigarettes, toothpaste, etc. to a broad market that is fairly homogeneous in its demand. So under market segmentation strategy, the whole or total market is divided into a number of small homogeneous specific markets which have different wants and needs, and then the firm develops and offers different products to suit the wants and needs of the different segmented markets. So market segmentation strategy aims at penetrating a limited market in depth, whereas product differentiation seeks width in a more generalized market. So now let us brush up whatever we have discussed till now. So product mix is a set of all product lines and product items that a particular concern offers for sale to the buyers. So product lines are different varieties of a product, whereas items are a single product of that particular brand. Product mix can be described in terms of 4 dimensions, that is width, product mix, width or length of the product mix, depth of the product mix, or consistency of the product mix. William J. Stanton has suggested 6 different strategies of product mix, like expansion of a product, contraction of the product mix, alteration of the existing product mix, positioning the product mix, trading up and trading down, product differentiation, and product segmentation. Thank you.